So we will now pursue our work, and I would like to give the floor to His Excellency Mr. Vijitha Herath, Minister for Foreign Affairs of Sri Lanka. You have the floor, Excellency.
Mr. Vice President, Excellencies, at the elections held a few months ago, the people of Sri Lanka elected a new government with a strong mandate to direct the country towards economic, social, and political transformation. The results of these elections reflected a unified voice from people of all regions of the country, ethnicities, and religions. The current parliament is the most inclusive in our history, with a record number of women, including 2 from the Malayan community and a visually impaired person. This inclusivity represents Sri Lanka's new path focused on upholding the rights of all its people, irrespective of gender, ethnicity, or other grounds. The economic crisis affected all segments of the population, especially the poorest and the most vulnerable. Having stabilized the economy, the government is currently in the process of laying the foundation toward economic transformation and greater economic democratization through fair distribution of opportunities. We are acutely aware of the continuing impact of the economic challenges on our people, particularly the most vulnerable, and decisive steps are being taken to advance their economic and social rights. In the national budget for 2025, we have committed to a series of measures to extend much-needed relief to the people, including increased allocation for social welfare and security. Special attention has been paid to improving the socio-economic conditions and address critical needs such as resettlement, housing, compensation, and infrastructure development in the northern and eastern provinces. Through the Clean Sri Lanka project launched by the President on 1st January, the government has introduced a new political culture and commitment to moral and ethical governance. The government will prioritize integrity and addressing issues of mismanagement and corruption. The fundamental and long-standing principles of democracy and freedom enshrined in our Constitution will be respected and safeguarded while protecting the human rights of all citizens. Administrative, political, and electoral processes will be activated towards this end. The government has pledged to take tangible steps to further advance national unity and reconciliation. The President has proposed to declare a Sri Lankan Day in line with our vision for a reconciled Sri Lanka and bridging gaps between communities. We will ensure that the domestic processes established to address remaining challenges from the conflict will continue their work in an independent and credible manner. Domestic institutions such as the Office on Missing Persons, Office for Reparations, and Office for National Unity and Reconciliation will be strengthened. The contours of a truth and reconciliation framework will be further discussed with the broadcast possible cross-section of stakeholders to ensure a process that has the confidence of all Sri Lankans. Our aim is to make the domestic mechanisms credible and sound within the constitutional framework. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission will be empowered to investigate acts of violence that give rise to tensions within Sri Lankan society. The government is fully cognizant of the responsibility that accompanies the people's mandate to fulfill the aspirations for a just, fair, and prosperous society. As we work towards national unity, reconciliation, and inclusive development, the continued encouragement and support of the international community will be important. Sri Lanka is an active member of the UN and a party to all core human rights instruments. We regularly engage with treaty bodies and special procedures. In the past few years, we have received visits from over 10 special procedures and engaged productively with treaty bodies, most recently with the CEDAW Committee ICCPR and the UPR. We are committed to genuine dialogue and cooperation on human rights through continuous and constructive engagement. Sri Lanka stands ready to support this Council in addressing the pressing global challenges in a balanced and holistic manner in line with its founding principles of universality, impartiality, objectivity, and non-selectivity. We believe that states must be encouraged and empowered to address their challenges through robust national human rights frameworks, supplemented by assistance upon request. We will continue to work in a constructive spirit of dialogue and cooperation with the UN and this Council within our national legal framework. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank His Excellency, the Minister of